Hey Money Vikings, hope you're doing well. Wanted to do a quick take Money Vikings video on the 5 levels to financial freedom or financial health. One of the reasons I wanted to do this video, it is based on one of our articles, was that only 3 out of 100 people will be financially independent or become millionaires over the course of their working career. I think we can get that number up with some education and some coaching. It's good to know on any journey, it's good to know where you're at, right? Where are you in the journey? And that helps us assess what we need to do next. And I imagine most people, if you ask them, well, what is your financial health like, or what is your net worth? Most people may not know. They have no idea. The problem with that is it's kind of like burying your head in the sand. If there's a problem, you can't really assess where you want to go next or if you want to improve or not. And most people, I think, no matter what situation, typically want to improve, right? They want to be financially as healthy and strong as possible, just like we want to be physically and mentally as healthy and strong as possible. So the first level is what we call a sinking longboat, to use the Viking metaphors. But this is basically a negative net worth. Most of us start in this zone because we take out school loans to get started in our careers. Approximately 20 million people in the US have a negative financial net worth. It's the place where a lot of us start because we really have to. It's the way that we can get onto a good career path that is somewhat steady. And and that can be a trade school, that can be your apprenticeship program, your college, your university, your advanced degrees, whatever. So a lot of times that kind of starts us out negatively. In addition to that, we may buy a car or a home, and again, it can typically be good to buy a home. Typically it's not good to buy a car, but a car is a necessity in most places. And it's a huge amount of freedom. And then a lot of times it allows you to get back and forth to a job. Maybe not so much anymore. A lot of people working from home. Got a quote here from Mungie Pants. The first 100,000 is he uses an expletive I won't use on YouTube, but he said the first 100,000 is very tough, basically very difficult to get to. And it is. So saving that first 100,000 should be a great goal, and that can really get you going. Second level of financial health is treading water, okay? So you're 0 to slightly positive net worth. This is kind of where you're breaking even, okay? A person has achieved some level of steady income at a healthy level. At this stage, one can easily service their debt, pay their living expenses, enjoy a little extra each month. According to some economists, this stage hits around 90,000 a year, but it depends on your frugality, depends on where you live in the country. Obviously, if you live in New York City, that's not gonna do very well. It's important at this stage to recognize that this is a time to accumulate assets, okay? So you might be on firm ground, you're at a neutral 0 net worth, but you might have a little extra every month that you can just, $50 into the Vanguard fund or into the savings or bonds or whatever it might be, just to start getting that built up. The third level we call Viking health, okay? So this is where I think, in my opinion, things start to get fun. There's no exact income per year, but I believe we can describe what this looks like. To me, this is when a person is pretty well established in their regular career job, and is regularly contributing to an investment or retirement account of some kind. And typically they want to be balanced between stocks and bonds and emergency funds, depending on their risk tolerance. People have to know how much risk they're willing to take. Are you willing to go up and down with the gyrations of the market or not? And that's fine. Some people do just fine with very conservative investments that, get them a decent return and they can grow their wealth. Another key aspect of this third stage called Viking health, I think, is education, right? That's what we're about here. So just as formal education is important, I think at this point, it's really important to really educate yourself on investing, budgeting, looking at different investment vehicles, real estate investment trusts, stocks, bonds, ETFs, options trades, learn about all these things. And then what I found is a lot of people find kind of what fits or works for them. It's very personal. They're all very personal decisions. The fourth level I call Viking prosperity, okay? So at this stage, the compounding and the wealth building start to really gain momentum. This is when a person has accumulated, quite a bit of assets, right? They're covering all their bills easily every month. There's no stress there about not making a payment. They've got all that covered. but then their investments are taking on a snowball effect, okay? So prosperity is starting to kick in, and that compounding that Warren Buffett talks about all the time. You know, dollars make more dollars, and those dollars make more dollars. That's an old abbreviated version of a Benjamin Franklin quote, but you get the idea, okay? So that really starts to work in your favor here. You know, you're going to see you'll be paying down that mortgage loan, so you'll be building more equity in real estate. That real estate's probably going up over time. A lot of your debt's getting pushed down and crushed. Hopefully by now you've got all the student loans gone. Hopefully you're getting those car loans out of the way, and those are just, you know, non-existent or very low or very manageable. But the idea again is the snowball effect. That pile of assets is now really feeding on itself. The dividends from the REITs, the investment income from different assets, your small business, your side hustle, all that is now feeding into each other and actually growing on each other. And finally, the fifth level called, you know, Viking, king or queen. Okay, so this is the penultimate. I mean, this is the point where a family has abundant income streams of passive income that's flowing in every month, and it's really almost unstoppable, okay? You know, there might be a small business that's providing passive income that's been set up and run for many years. There's could be real estate. There could be a nice, healthy stock and bond portfolio that's spinning off dividends and can be drawn upon as income every month. Maybe at this point there's a small pension or even Social Security. You know, all those things add up. So all that stuff now is coming in, and you're basically living off of it. And hopefully at this point, I mean, you have a full opportunity to, you know, you don't have to work full time. You might still want to work because you enjoy it and you're learning, but you have a choice there. You're not working because you have to. You're working because you have a choice. That's kind of the 5 levels. Find out what level you're on. You can see our article. And would appreciate if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash the like button. More of these ideas are coming, and I hope they're inspirational to you and helpful. Thanks a lot. Bye.